Hey, what's going on, guys? I've been getting a lot of messages, and people have been asking me what is my direct outreach strategy when it comes to like social media and organic strategy method. So, what I've been doing, the best thing for me right now, for as far as engagement, is I've actually been providing little value videos specifically for each prospect, right? So let me just take you through. I just wanted to do a video because I can't keep answering the same question. It's a massive waste of time. So I hope this helps. And I just want to say that my niche right now is contractors. So roofing contractors is where the niche started. And it's just kind of led into contractors in general because roofing contractors don't know that they should be niched down and they start remodeling homes as well. So it's a whole thing. So anyways, I hope this video helps you, and this is my process. So basically what I'll do is I will start by going over to Facebook, and I started going into groups, right? So I looked for roofing contractors. Bear with me here. My internet can be kind of slow sometimes. Roofing contractors. And as you can see, I started joining a whole bunch of groups, right? So I clicked on groups and joined. Couldn't get into this one for some reason. Joined, request sent. I just started joining a whole bunch of groups here. Okay. There's some new ones that just popped up. And then when I'm inside the group, each group has a whole bunch of people in it, right? And then what happens is you can see right here, there's some people here. You can see these members. Click on the members here, and you scroll down here, and you start seeing, these are all friends, right? So see all your friends. Let's see. So I have 59 friends from this group. So I've added literally 59 friends from this one group here, and they're all business owners. Okay. And then once they're added, so I'll go back to the actual page here. Let me go back to members. Sorry. So you go to members, and then you scroll down, and as you're adding these people, like I'll do it live right now if I can find somebody worth adding. So like owner, operator, I added them as a friend. Work at self-employed, doesn't really count. This is the president of a roofing company, so I already sent a request. Didn't get approved yet. And it basically, anything that says assistant, don't do. It's just these owners and presidents, owner and president. So like this one I would have added, but there's no option to add as a friend. And I just went through the group, and some of them have more owners than others. Some smaller groups have a lot of owners. You can do co-owners too. And then once they accept your friend request, you just send them like a, hey, what's up message, right? So this is what I did. So like I added this guy, and then I said, hey, Jesse, I wanted to say what's up. What do you do? I know what he does because I'm already like doing this, you know what I mean? But I just spark conversation. So I didn't know, sometimes just that simple message right here works. Sometimes it's a little more involved. Sometimes I'll snoop around their messenger a little bit. Their Facebook a little bit, and like try to take something personal, but sometimes that's a little creepy. So I just start off with the basics. Sometimes I'll be like, hey, have a great weekend, whatever. Sometimes I won't even message the person until they message me. And not either way, the whole point is just make sure these people are on your friends list, and then just keep posting a ton of valuable content. That's what I'm trying to do. So, hey, and he says business owner. He's really like, he didn't really want to talk at first. Business owner in construction, and then he just kept adding, a real estate rehabber flipper. So right here, I know that he's confused and doesn't really know what he does. Like he knows what he does, but he wants to do other things, right? So right there, he wants to do other things. So I said, really, how's business? Any big jobs coming up? And because I know the industry, I know that the jobs they don't come very often, and they're like few and far between. And to get a job that you really are passionate about and really happy about in the contracting industry, and one that you would do every day, that's even rarer. So I asked him a couple questions. How long did the jobs take? Blah, 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 blah. And then he started throwing me emojis, right? I didn't throw any emojis until like right here, right? That's what I used to do. I used to do cabinets. Oh, great. So you know the struggle. Boom. So he's got some struggling in here, right? So he's taking any job that he can get in. So I said, what's your favorite service? I assume you're taking any job that pays, right? And he's like, yeah, pretty much anything that makes $1. And then I said, hey, would you mind if I check out your website? I used to be a cabinet maker, and now I'm an online marketer because my bosses didn't know how to market. So, and he was like, oh yeah, cool, take a look at it. And just, I'm keeping it wicked simple. Like these people do not want to read a ton of stuff. Look at the way he's typing, right? It's really short. And as I'm making this video for you, I'm learning too, like I shouldn't even say so much. Like, keep it really simple. You know, he's saying, yeah, like there's really, really simple ways to do it. I said, hey, what's your website, brother? Boom. He sent me this. I said, get me to the end of the day and I'll give you a free audit, right? And he's doing all these little emojis, having a blast here. Woohoo, fun. And then I said, hey, and these are questions that you would say on the strategy session, right? These are questions that you are asking on that strategy session when you're trying to close the deal on the phone. So if I can ask them beforehand, now when I provide him with a visual of how I'm going to help him, I'm providing him with a visual of how I'm going to help him before that strategy session even happens. So when I get on the phone, that strategy session should be like 20 minutes, not even 45 minutes, right? Because I've already put in a little bit of time and research on him specifically. I'm not sending him a video that's going to every single person, having nothing to do with his business. I'm creating a small little video, short little video, specifically designed for his business. Now, that's not scalable, but when somebody's paying me to do their Google ads or their funnels, I'm charging a lot of money, and for me to take 30 minutes to show somebody a video that's customized to them, you know, I don't think that's a waste of time. So, and this has been the best way to engage. I haven't sent a single link. I haven't sent one link to this person, and they're having all this conversation with me. As soon as I start sending links to the person, they like cut right off, and it becomes a sale, right? So I'm trying to have a very conversation. This is all through trial and error, and I'm trying to have a very conversational messaging experience here with this person. And you can see I started making it shorter here and throwing some emojis back, right? So I already found out that he has 2 services that are most profitable for him in his specific area and his specific location. And it takes 2 to 3 days for each. And he's making $1,000 to $1,500 profit after expenses, right? So that's pretty great. So I said, okay, cool. So those are the 2 services that I'm going to dive in and check out. So as you can see here, the only link that I sent is totally branded to him, IsaacDana.com/pro brush painting. Okay. And I'd appreciate it if you don't go over to that URL. I mean, you can if you want, you can go check it out, whatever, but I'd appreciate it if you don't, because honestly, that's probably going to be down by the time you watch this video, but it'll mess up my Google Analytics on people coming and visiting this webpage. So anyways, needless to say, I go over and I do that, and I'll show you what it looks like here, right? It's nowhere on here. All these free audits are nowhere here. Okay, but if I were to open this up, it's private, right? The video is just uploaded on YouTube. I was using Vimeo, and then it got super expensive for no reason, because I could just do the same thing on YouTube. I keep this as unlisted, and I'll show you real quick what I go in and I do. This video is like 30 minutes. As a prospect, I would be searching for cabinet refinishers, right? And then what happens is as I get here, and this is actually a decent example, okay? It's cabinet refinishers. However, it sends me to a cabinet cures thing and read more. Look how many buttons there are here, distracting me from the one thing that you as the company would be paying for, which is, so basically I go in and I tell them why their website is not a good landing page for the ad. And I go in and I actually, like, I spend 30 minutes trying to tell this person, or not trying, explaining to this person, teaching this person the benefit of my strategy and how it's going to solve their advertising problem and why they're not acquiring the jobs that they want, right? And this guy was paying for SEO, and SEO wasn't working. He's not happy. So that's a complaint I keep hearing about through these videos. I keep hearing, we're paying for SEO, but we're not seeing results. And the reason is because they're not using Google pay-per-click or Facebook ads, right? So as you can see, this is completely off of my website, and I've designed this on Wix, and I'll go in and I'll show you how to do that, right? So I designed this on Wix. I've made my own funnel here through Wix. I took away the header and the footer. So it's literally just, I'm preaching what I'm doing right now. Like, this is exactly what I'm doing, and I'm showing them throughout the entire process. This goes to a strategy session, right? Which goes to schedule your strategy session. And this is Calendly here, and they pick a time here, and they go straight through. Just as we see, in the course, you do this here, you pick a time and you go through, and then you answer some questions, and then you give them a thank you page and a confirmation page, and then it automatically syncs up to your Google Calendar. So let me go over here real quick, and I'll show you the pages. If you're using Wix, this is pretty great. You can see I've done quite a few in the past week or so. I'm trying to do one of these a day, and some work, some don't, but I'm trying to do a couple of these. as often as I can. And I have a whole section here that is hidden that you cannot find on the website. And then each page looks identical. And if I were to do the next person's, right? Excuse me. All I have to do, say you're watching this video and you want your own audit, right? What I would do is I'd go over here, I'd just duplicate the page, and then I would say, new prospect, company name, whatever. Boom. Right? And then I'd go in here and I would do the SEO. I would go in here and I would change this to new prospect. Whoops. Whatever the company name is, okay? I make sure it's not on Google because sometimes you don't want this company's problems popping up, under their name, and somebody's gonna Google the company and it pops up on their name. So I would highly recommend leaving the search results off for that, okay? And then in the description, I say watch your free consultation. Watch your free consultation, and that's down here. You see that here. And then what happens right here is I basically just type in here, new prospect, and that's automatically added, updated here. You can see the hyphen there. So when it pops up, it would say new prospect right here, and it would say /new prospect. You know what I mean? Or company name, whatever it is. And then I would just go over to YouTube and I would replace this link here, change video, and then I would replace this link, hit enter, and we are done. Everybody is going to the same strategy page, and these buttons are already set up to schedule a strategy session. Both of these buttons are have a URL that links straight to my schedule page, which I will show you, which I already did show you actually, but it links straight up to my schedule page. So it'll be like schedule a strategy session or schedule now. My schedule strategy session page asks for their email first, but I already have their email and their messenger and stuff. So for this particular instance, I just send them straight to the schedule page, which then they can go in and they can pick from Calendly. And then I have success, your call is scheduled. And then I have, that kind of stuff right there. And this is how I am generating my strategy sessions. And I had one the other day. I've had 2 or 3 in the past week, which is awesome. And so basically my whole thing here is how many videos can I make like this? Because my strong suit is this kind of video tutorial. So if I can create video tutorials for somebody, and that's my strongest like form of communication, then why not use that as my advertising? And I don't even have to sell. I'm basically just, showing them what they're doing wrong, showing them how they can fix it without getting too technical, without telling them exactly what software is and exactly how I'm going to fix it in the technical sense, but telling them kind of from a bird's eye view, the process of how it's going to take place. So I hope this helps. And if you have any questions whatsoever, the softwares that I use in order to do this is I have Wix, and then I have Calendly, and I use Slack to notify myself when it gets sent to Calendly, and then I have Zapier. Zapier connects the two. So if you want to know more about that, I can give you a list of the softwares that I use for this, and then we'll go from there. But the best part is that this is still a funnel. Okay, this is not ClickFunnels. This is still a funnel. It's just no header, so there's no options to exit. You just schedule the post, and my prospect is doing exactly what I want them to be doing, which is awesome. So again, I hope this helps, and I hope you can go out and book some new clients with this new strategy.